This is Think Future Extra with Calabucas. Many of us believe that we have now moved into the world of the collective. And I even mentioned this before. I wrote a blog post about how we've evolved to become a new kind of human being, homo nexus, where we can no longer do things on our own. We must talk to the collective. And one of the ideas I had coming out of this is a great startup idea if you don't like it already, but it was basically a real-time fashion tool where I would basically go into a changing room and I would put on a bunch of different outfits. And every time I would take a picture of this outfit, it would be sent to all of my friends, and all of my friends would insta-vote on whether or not I should buy this outfit or not. It was a thumbs up, thumbs down. It wasn't any room for commentary. It was just thumbs up, thumbs down, quick reaction from my crowd, my friends, my family, what they thought. Actually, more my friends than my family. And that was the idea. And the idea stemmed from the concept that because of our new nature where we are connected with the rest of humanity at all times, and when we are disconnected from the rest of humanity, I mean, when we don't have our smartphones on us, when we're disconnected from the rest of humanity, we feel like we've lost our minds. There was a study done where the cell phones were taken away from people in the 18 to 24 age group, and some of them just lay down in a catatonic state. They had no idea what to do with themselves. So all these things coming together make me feel that the human race is now evolved into a new stage of existence. A new stage of existence that I like to call homo nexus, which is the interconnected human. All humans are interconnected at all times, or can be. And therefore, what happens to individual responsibility? Can I actually give up my individual responsibility and say, I don't need to make any decisions whatsoever? All I have to do is farm it out to the crowd, and whatever the crowd says, I get back? What does that mean for decision making? What does that mean for humanity? What does that mean for individualism? If I can't make any decisions on my own, but I need to farm it out to my tribe and have them make the decision for me, even though the decision affects me, my collective makes the decision for me. And this has two sides to it. On the one hand, if the decision is terrible, if people come back later and say, oh my God, this was horrible, you could blame it on the collective. You could say the collective made me do this. I didn't want to buy this outfit, but I put it up for the vote and everybody thought it was great, so I bought it. It absolves you of responsibility. So my question to you is, where do you feel humanity is going? Do you feel humanity is going in the direction of wanting to fob off responsibility onto the collective? Or do you feel that there's still a nugget, a kernel of individualism within human beings? And you're probably saying to yourself, Calabucas, what's the point of this? Why are you asking me this question in a podcast about the future, startups, innovation, corporate innovation? Well, these are your future customers. These are your current day and future customers. If they can't make decisions on their own, if they have to talk to the group in order to make any decision, and maybe it's not happening now, but at some point in the future, we will be able to have these devices. These devices will be able to instantly send it to our tribe the question, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? Should I do that? In fact, they may even be able to do it proactively. Let's say I'm about to walk into a Starbucks and I've decided I don't want to spend money on expensive coffees anymore. Would it send an alert to all my friends saying, hey, Calabucas is going into a coffee shop. Tell him to stop. And then all my friends send me a message saying, hey, don't walk into that coffee shop. We know you're walking into that coffee shop. You better not walk into that coffee shop. Do we want that level of intrusion into our lives? Or do we want more control over our lives? What are your thoughts?